Alright, y'all. I'll try not to make this video too long because I got things I gotta do. I'm just waiting for my coworkers to show up. But seriously, what the hell is going on with people right now? Like, seriously, all this bullshit that's going on with Trump right now, like, I don't freaking get it at all. Like, people are saying, oh, now he's guilty of this and that. Oh, he's going to become a felon. Now he can't run for president. Blah, 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 blah. You know what? First off, it amazes me how people are sitting there jumping on a bandwagon saying things like, oh, yeah, now Trump can't run for office now. Trump can't do this. Trump can't do this. Blah, 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 blah. And you know what? Here's the thing. I love how so many people are sitting there going around saying things like, oh, well, nobody's above the law. You know what? He shouldn't have broken the law. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, well, now he gets to face consequences. Blah, 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 blah. What about all the other politicians out there that have done shit that's illegal and they've gotten away with it? Yeah, there are certain politicians out there like Harvey Weinstein that have gotten in trouble and are currently in prison, but you got several other politicians out there that deserve prison time, and they deserve just as bad or way worse than what Trump is getting, yet they're still allowed to walk free. Like, look at Joe Biden for the record. On a daily basis, he's always sitting there touching children and freaking sniffing them, sniffing younger women and all that. Yet that's not a big deal. We have so many politicians out there that had no problem with the amount of riots that we had in 2020 prior to the 2020 elections. Yeah, I don't hear people outraged about that. Not to mention we had politicians that supported what happened after the 2016 elections when people were going around burning businesses down and all that. I guess none of that shit freaking matters since it's not done by a bunch of conservatives that, I don't know how you would say it, but just, the things that go on with politics these days just freaking blows my mind because, Trump is facing all this bullshit, and I'm sure he probably wasn't even actually guilty of it, and I'm sure he actually didn't do any of it. The only thing I think he's guilty of is running for president, and a lot of people don't realize that. People sitting there saying, oh, well, nobody's above the law. Man, shut the fuck up. I wish a lot of you liberals out there that are saying that would hold liberal politicians accountable for their actions when they break the law. Hold them accountable for their massive fuck-ups. Like, people sit there and ignore the amount of bullshit that Biden has put this country through and put other countries through. Like, what happened in Afghanistan? What happened between Russia and Ukraine? What happened between Palestine and Israel? The way I see it with all that is none of that would have happened if Trump was still our president. Oh, and let's not forget how many people lost their jobs after the 2020 elections, all because Biden and his stupid ass administration pushed the vaccine to everybody and made it to where a lot of people couldn't work if they didn't get the vaccination. I can go on and on about Biden and his fuck ups, but I'll end it there because it doesn't matter what I say. People are going to sit there and talk nonstop about how, Trump has done this and that, and then sit there and bring up things like what happened back on January 6th of 2021, or bring up this and that, bring up how him and his supporters are the biggest problem with today's society and all this crap. And look, at the end of the day, I don't give a shit about what is going on with Trump at this point. Because you know what? I'm still going to support the dude. I'm still going to vote for him come November 5th of this year. And you know what? If that pisses people off, you know what? I don't have a fucking problem with that. You know what? This is America. I'll vote for who I want to vote for, regardless of what people think. Now, if you want to sit there and write all your hate comments towards me, call me a fat ass, say I look like shit, say this and that, say that I should feel guilty about this and that, you know what? You go right ahead. But at the end of the day, I don't give a shit about what you think. If you're not willing to talk to me about it in person, then your opinion does not matter to me. I will say that right now. As long as people continue to support Joe Biden, even though he's put this country and put several people out there through so much shit, I'm going to continue to support Trump. I don't care what anybody says. Either way, regardless of what happens, all I will say is when November 5th comes around, it doesn't matter who's right and who's wrong. People are going to sit there and continue to pull all sorts of bullshit out of their asses. All because, you know, one politician or some idiot celebrity like Jimmy Kimmel or any of them are going to sit there and pull all sorts of bullshit out of their asses like, oh, well, this guy clearly did this and that, or this guy had something to do with another country like Russia or whatever. Which that's another thing too. Then the fact that people still believe the whole Trump-Russia thing is way the hell beyond me. All because some idiot politician out there decided to start that stupid rumor. Then you got all sorts of other politicians out there, other celebrities, like I said, Jimmy Kimmel or Stephen Colbert, Michael Moore, frickin' Trevor Noah. The list continues. Those people sit there and continue to believe that nonsense. Like, my word, if I had $1 for every time an idiot liberal celebrity or idiot liberal politician made some sort of stupid rumor against Trump or anything like that, I'd probably be just as rich as Trump right now. I will say that right now. Now look, everybody can have their opinions, which is totally fine. You know what? I will never go against that. This is America. You think how you want to. But like I said, regardless of what people think, I'm still going to continue to vote for Trump, especially when November 5th comes around. So if that bothers you, well, tough luck. Maybe you should look at yourself in the mirror and look at who you're voting for, because Joe Biden has done nothing but fuck this country up. That's the way I see it. And if you have a problem with me saying that, you know what? That's your problem, not mine. Hope everybody has a great week. It's Monday right now. Yay, Monday. But I can't complain. You know, the weather's beautiful, and I work for a building contractor, and, you know, we're working outside today, working on that house. Don't know how well you guys can see that, but yeah, that's that. One of my coworkers is finally arriving now, so I'm going to get off here. You guys all take care now, and have a great week.